actually. Nava Rose is a play on my mother's maiden name, which is Navarro. And I thought it was a fun little way to still keep my family in it because I'm the third generation seamstress. So my grandma was a seamstress, my mom's a seamstress. And so I thought it would be fun to have my mom's maiden name and my grandma's last name. And I like roses. Hi everyone, my name is Nava Rose. I am a fashion influencer and designer. Sorry, Yoongi. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I haven't filmed a tutorial in so long. Sorry, I keep opening up my YouTube videos like that. But hello, welcome back. We're in a new space. But we are here now. I'm gonna teach you how to make this bunny beanie, aka the new jeans beanie. You've seen my TikTok. This one I made from scratch for fabric, but I'm actually gonna show you how to upcycle it with a regular beanie. Because I remember way back when I was little, I was just so into fashion. I just remember one of my favorite games was a Barbie game that I just loved designing her clothes. And I don't know if it was just the influence of my mom and my grandma who are also seamstresses, but it's honestly just been so second nature to me that it's just always been me, I guess. And I think as I grew older and was able to craft a bunch of things with sewing machines or a little hand stitch needle, that I realized that I'm kind of good at it and that maybe I should just go with it as a career and something that I wanted to do. Hello my rosebuds, welcome back to the Nava Rose channel. So I haven't done a closet raid in a very long time, and while I was cleaning during this quarantine, I ran into the clothes that I planned last year for my next closet raid. So I figured I might as well just DIY them now. One of my first DIY projects ever was this band tee that I made for one of my favorite bands in high school. I was gonna see them for the first time and I really wanted to make a statement, so I made this band tee and I remember exactly what it was. It was red and it had like a cloud, and then I stitched and painted the lyrics on the cloud. Work of art. Well, I started on YouTube first and that was my main platform, and then TikTok came out as a platform and everyone realized that it's kind of like a mini bite-sized version of YouTube. And so I just decided to film like really quick tutorials and fashion stuff on my phone. And then that kind of took off and I realized how much easier it was on TikTok than it was on YouTube. And I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and then kind of snowballed from there. And yeah. So I started thrifting because when I was in, I believe, either elementary school, I think I was in elementary school, it was like 6th grade. One of our classmates said that you could find really cool vintage stuff at thrift stores. I never knew what a thrift store was. And so me and my friend decided to check out a nearby thrift store, and I realized there was all these cool clothes that I've never seen at the mall, and it was just so unique. At the time, I couldn't wear heels just because, you know, I don't know, 6th grade. I couldn't wear heels, but I just saw that they were so cool and I would want to wear these in the future. And so I think after that, I decided that I'm a thrift girly and I'm just gonna keep coming back here instead of going to the mall, because I just had an eye for vintage clothes, and you could only really find them at the time at thrift stores. Well, I think it's great, but everyone hates thrifting with me because I spend like at least 3 to 5 hours. Not kidding.
3 to 5 hours in one spot?
No, the whole store.
Okay.
Because for me, as a thrifter, as an avid thrifter, I have to check every single section. I don't check the women's section only. I go to the men's section. I check the baby section, the kids section, bedding, the random video cassette tapes that are there. You just never know what you're gonna find. So I'll just scope, I'll start in the women's and find the things that I really, really need. But I usually, like, you know how everything is filed away like this? I kind of see what is obnoxiously sticking out, and then I'll go for there first, because I kind of like really loud, obnoxious pieces. And so I'll go for there first and then kind of sift through. But then I will literally clear the whole entire rack of sorting. So I love thrifting and clothes, so I'll leave with at least 3 big full bags. Things that I don't need, let's say that. I don't really need all those things, but I feel like I am so optimistic with my outfits that I'm like, I will definitely use this random orange boots that I found one day. So I honestly end up keeping everything. Let's say if I have like 1 big full cart, I'll at least end up with half of that cart, which is still a lot of clothes. I definitely don't need it, but I kind of want it. I kind of like this Jessica Simpson bag. I think I just like the grommets. and the detail, but it's still a little too big for me. This is so Y2K. You're coming home with me. But I think for me, I'm very much like, I know, especially, I have to tell you though, in this whole new TikTok fashion world, you just never know when you're gonna need the most randomest piece. Like I remember I was keeping this like purple polo in my closet. I don't wear purple polos, but Daphne, or let's say Trixie Tang from Fairly Odd Parents, if I ever have to do a costume or a cosplay on something like that, I'm gonna need that purple polo. You know what I mean? So TikTok fashion world kind of is making me a hoarder. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how helpful this is coming from a girl that only wears heels and platforms to concerts. These are my Milano boots that I wore to the Blackpink concert. I'm rating her a 6 out of 10. They are a little bit more arched than a lot of my other platform boots. So my feet were definitely hurting at the end of the night, especially because I stood up the whole time for this concert. I also wore her to the Jonas Brothers concert. Also rating her a 6 because I like my ankles snatched. Compared to these boots, she just doesn't try hard enough. I wouldn't consider myself as like a fashion designer yet, just because I haven't launched my own official collection or anything like that. And currently right now, my market is very much so the people that just like to do DIYs at home or like one-offs, very thrift flip there, you know, so just like one-off projects. So my fashion sense would be honestly anything that I see and that I like, but I would say my main fashion sense is a mix between like very cute and girly like this, and then on the other side I really like all black, very edgy, very dark. Those obviously do not make any sense, but I know in the back of my mind, or not even in the back of my mind, I know truly I love both of those things, and so I just accepted that fact and somehow merged it together and forced the world to accept that it's a fashion style, and now that's just me. I'm just like cute and edgy. Like I'll wear all pink. Usually my uniform is all pink, and then I'll have like a thick chain on or like a black corset on. Very juxtaposition of an outfit, but that I would say is my style. But today I kind of just very fairy, very coquette doll-like today, which is another one of my styles. So the original piece is actually thrift flip. So I decided to wear this piece because I thrift flipped it. It was an 80s type of like full sleeves, very long gown, and then I cut it up and then made it into this corset and this long skirt. And you know, you have to like throw in some fun pieces in there. So this is a vintage Dior slip skirt. So added that on top, and then these are my mom's old chains, which is really cool. And so it's just a mix of all the things that I love. The vintage, and then thrift flipping, and then vintage mom pieces. All right, so you can find me at the Nava Rose on Instagram, and then on TikTok and YouTube, you can find me at the .Nava Rose because the Nava Rose is taken. I don't know why, but there's a dot in the middle. So yeah. Hey. Hi, my name is Nava Rose, and you've just been buzzed.